Hey guys, let's get more news about Steelers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Former Pro Bowl QB would love to play for Pittsburgh Steelers. I admire Coach Mike Tomlin. Cleveland Browns quarterback Jameis Winston, who is on a media tour at Super Bowl week, says he would love to play for the Pittsburgh Steelers if that opportunity presented itself. Winston has said the same thing about multiple places, including the New York Giants, but the Steelers present an opportunity with only one quarterback under contract. I don't know what my Browns would say about me, about Pittsburgh, Winston told Pardon My Take. It'd be challenging, but it doesn't really matter. If that opportunity presents itself, I would love to team up with Coach Mike Tomlin. I admire Coach Mike Tomlin so much. To be honest, this seems like an unlikely option. Tomlin has been on record multiple times, stating the importance of taking care of the football team, and Winston has had the most interceptions in the NFL since he entered the NFL in 2015. A one-time Pro Bowler in that first year with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Winston started 7 games for the Browns, earning a 2-5 record in those starts. One of those wins came against the Steelers on Thursday Night Football. In those games, he had 13 touchdowns to 12 interceptions while throwing for 2,121 yards. Watch, Myles Garrett says he consulted with this NBA star before requesting trade from the Browns. It's not quite as shocking as the seismic Luka Doncic-Anthony Davis trade in the NBA, but Cleveland Browns superstar Myles Garrett certainly raised some eyebrows with his official trade request during Super Bowl week. Garrett has spent the entirety of his remarkable 8-year NFL career in Cleveland, where he was drafted with the first overall pick in the 2017 NFL Draft, but after another step backwards for the franchise, he's ready to move on. Garrett has emphasized the importance of contending for championships while he's able. He's going to be 30 years old next season, so his time to win a Super Bowl as the centerpiece of a defense is running out, and to him, that's more important than making it to the Hall of Fame or any other individual accolade. He says that asking out of the only franchise he's known was a tough call, and that he leaned upon plenty of trusted members of his personal circle for advice en route to making his decision. When asked by Rich Eisen who that might include, he threw out a surprising name: another Cleveland sports legend who left. That's right, none other than LeBron James himself was one of Garrett's confidants as he weighed his decision to attempt to leave the Browns. The discussion must have been tough for James, a lifelong Browns fan, but Garrett's is certainly a position he can understand as he made the tough call to leave the Cavaliers after 7 years when he felt that his career was stalling. Unlike Garrett, a native Texan, James grew up entirely in Northeast Ohio, and since he never went to college, had never lived anywhere else before making the move to Miami. That made his decision a particularly tough one, making him the perfect person for Garrett to ask for advice. Of course, James famously did come back after he won his first couple of NBA championships, and did deliver that long-awaited title to the Cavaliers. The key difference is that the first time James left, he was still in his mid-20s, and was about Garrett's age when he won that unforgettable title after returning to his original team. We'll see if Garrett gets moved, where he ends up, and of course, whether or not he ever finds his way back to Cleveland. He's already a franchise legend, as a Defensive Player of the Year honoree and a centerpiece of the team that finally made it back to the playoffs and even picked up a first-round win against the rival Pittsburgh Steelers, but would become much more of a hero if he could be a contributor towards the Browns' first Super Bowl appearance or even title. Pro Bowl cornerback emerges as option for Pittsburgh Steelers in free agency. Whatever team I'm on next year, gone get the best version of me. I'm hungry, Ward wrote. Ward spent the last 3 seasons with the 49ers while playing the previous 4 years with the Kansas City Chiefs. He will be 29 heading into the 2025 season, but the Pittsburgh Steelers could be players in the market at cornerback after team president Art Rooney II said to Ashley Liotis of WTAE that the team needs a few defensive backs. Ward dealt with the loss of his daughter, and he admitted that his partner already left California before the end of the 49ers season because of painful memories. In addition, he had his own memories, which likely will further motivate getting out of California. I've got a lot of trauma in California, Ward said to ESPN. I had a lot of great times, but the worst thing that's ever happened to me, that's probably going to ever happen to me, knock on wood, happened in California. It can just bring up bad memories. Every time I get on a plane and come back to California, Santa Clara, San Jose, and show up here, it just brings up bad memories. Ward was a second-team All-Pro selection in 2023, but his numbers took a step back from the year in 2024. He played in 12 games and did not have an interception. Even still, Ward allowed just a 52.3% catch rate when targeted, signaling his coverage skills are still very much there. 49ers Charvarius Ward says 2025 team will get a hungry player. San Francisco 49ers cornerback Charvarius Ward is set to become a free agent in March, and he'll likely hit the open market. While the 49ers would love to bring him back for the 2025 season, the price may be too high, with the team preparing to allocate a significant portion of their salary cap to quarterback Brock Purdy. On Tuesday, Ward took to social media to share the mindset he'll bring to whichever team he joins, or rejoins, stating that he's hungry. After the season, Ward made it clear that a return to the 49ers might not be in his future. He faced an emotionally difficult 2024 campaign, dealing with the tragic and sudden loss of his daughter, Amani Joy. While the team was supportive during the challenging time, Ward labeled 2024 as the worst year of my career. Taking time away from the team to grieve, Ward found it hard to focus on football when he returned, constantly reminded of his loss. "I got a lot of trauma in California," Ward admitted. "I had a lot of great times, but the worst thing that's ever happened to me, that's probably gonna ever happen to me, happened in California. So, again, it just brings up bad memories. Like, every time I get on the plane to come back to California, Santa Clara, San Jose, and show up here, it's just where I got bad memories. I go through that every day. I go home every night by myself, because my girl, she don't want to come back to California, because of what happened. So, it's hard being alone, and she's my strength right now. I need her. And so, her not being able to be around me if I'm in California would be tough." While Ward hasn't completely ruled out returning to the 49ers, he remains uncertain about his future. "But, like I said, stuff can change," he added. "I can get stronger and probably get over that, so we'll see." And you, fan? What do you think of the Charvarius Ward situation? Leave your opinion in the comments.